Hello, everyone. This is Tammy Gates, and I want to welcome you to our fifth and final social media class. I hope that you've been enjoying these classes, either live or recorded, as we go along. I know I've enjoyed sharing information with you, as well as developing my own skills and watching everyone develop their own skills. So it's been a lot of fun and really exciting. And let your teams know that we do plan to replay, not play the recordings, but actually re-offer the five-class social media course later on this summer. So we'll be filling you in with those dates as we go. So tonight our topic is supporting your team using social media. Now, I know a lot of you guys are doing this already, and this information tonight comes specifically from Eric Worre's Module 6 of the bonus content from Eric Worre's Social Media Mastery course. Again, just for the benefit of those who haven't caught the first class or so, this is material that Eric Worre offers. It's quite a steep price tag that you have to pay to get in on this course. And so we are offering some of his content here tonight, specifically called Supporting Your Team and Using Social Media. I think a lot of us have been doing this. But what's different, I think you'll find a little different perspective in what we're going to learn tonight. Eric has curated information from over 77 network marketers, and each of these 77 network marketers have enrolled over 100 people through social media. And so this information tonight is specifically how those people support their team using social media. So I think that that's really informational. You know, when you want expert information, go to the people who are doing it and doing it consistently, right? So we're going to look at a strategy tonight we're calling B.E.C.T. And if you remember B.E.C.T. and you go to your social media with supporting your team in mind, you're going to find something that you're going to be able to post. And so the B stands for building belief in your team. And Tyler Norton, our founder, talks a lot about the believe step in believe, belong, and become. And so when you build belief in your team, it's a known fact in network marketing that we build belief in ourselves, or in your case, in your people, that they can do this. And you build belief in the industry, you build belief in your product line and in your company. And so you'll be able to find something to post when you're supporting your team to build belief in one of those four areas with them. One of the second things that we do when we're supporting our team is edify our team. And we're going to talk a lot tonight about how to edify your team. One of the third strategies in B.E.C.T. when you are posting and supporting your team online is communicate with your team. And so social media is an amazing communication portal and platform for you and your team, especially because if you have information, let's say in a email that you're trying to send out, you know, sometimes only 12% of emails actually get opened and read. And so using social media to communicate information and data with your team is really, really helpful. As well as training your team. If Asea pulls the trigger on a new incentive or promotion, or you're using one of the daily modes of operation to train your team, using social media is a great way to do that. And we're going to talk about a little bit about that later too. So here's some of what we're going to talk about tonight is some of the best practices from all around the world. So these work globally in whatever language you're working in. And one of the cool things about using Facebook to build your team and to edify your team and communicate with your team globally is if you don't speak their language, Facebook will speak it for you. So if you have people in a group, for example, a private group that we're going to talk about later, who are Asian and they do not speak English and you do not speak Mandarin Chinese, you'll be able to go ahead and still post on Facebook, and they will be able to click on C translation and be able to even reply to you, and you can click on C translation, and Facebook, the power of Facebook will translate for you. So it really is a global portal. Tonight we're going to talk about both the public side of supporting your team as well as the private side of supporting your team. And you'll know all about that if you don't already by the time we get done. It actually has nothing to do with your privacy settings. So we'll talk about that. So the number one thing that you're going to want to do on the public side of your Facebook is to recognize and congratulate people inside of your team. And how the best practice to do this is to make sure that what you're saying about them is going on their wall. And so as you're talking about them and recognizing them or congratulating them, make sure that you know that when you start typing their name, choices come up that you can select, and then they pop up there and you can select their choice. That ensures that what you're saying actually is going to show up on their wall, and all of their friends and followers will read it and see it if they're looking at their wall. Now, if their name doesn't pop up, the best practice is that means that they're not on your friends list. So the best practice is to go and request a friend, send them a friend request, and then message them. They may not know who you are. Introduce yourself and let them know you sent them a friend request. Now, when they confirm you as a friend, now you can go and when you recognize them and tag them in that post, then all of their target audience, all of their friends and eyeballs get to see that. And so, congratulate people on getting started. So welcome your new people and congratulate them for getting started, but keep it, remember, kind of generic, because you're trying to create interest and attracting prospects to them. And so if you say, congratulations, Miss Mary, you just got started with me and we're going to explore this entrepreneurial adventure together. Congratulations, well done. Now, that's more powerful than saying, congratulations, welcome to Asea. We're going to have fun representing Asea and Renew 28 together. See, the difference is creating that mystery and that attraction is a lot more powerful. So that second approach, it's just not actually as interesting as the first approach. It doesn't drive any curiosity. Sometimes it really, you guys, when we're doing this, sometimes it really does look like advertising. And so we want to edify people for making a great decision and congratulate them on their decisions so that it creates some curiosity and their friends are going, my friend Mary made a decision. What decision did she make? And then they'll reach out to her, because remember from the last class, that's one of the strategies in attracting people, is having them reach out to you. So when you do this for people on your team, you're helping their people to reach out to them. So that's really powerful. You can congratulate people for all kinds of things. You can congratulate your team for bringing people to your event, and make sure at your event you're taking team pictures. And if you have a superstar who brought several guests to an event, take a picture of them and their guests and then post that on Facebook, tag them in it, and congratulate them for bringing 5 people to our exciting event we had last night. And if you tag those people, if you happen to be their friends, again, their friends are going to say, well, what event did you go to that was so exciting? You can congratulate people who just got a rank advanced, but caution flag here. Remember, this is the public side, and so it's less interesting, not as curious, if you say, congratulations, Miss Mary, for going Director 300 on the public side. I'm going to teach you in a few minutes how to do that with big effectiveness on the private side. But on the public side, remember just to keep the specifics kind of at the curious level. You can post about how excited you are this is edifying people. I'm really excited to partner up and collaborate with people like Miss Mary, and people like Miss Mary are generous and ambitious and hard charging and go-getting. Certainly, if you're happy birthdaying to someone, oftentimes I know that we get so many happy birthday announcement or notifications. I'm always, now, what could I say that's different? How can I say something that's not just happy birthday? And so you can use their birthday to actually edify them and even talk about some of this decision to be an entrepreneur. I'm excited to be able to work with them. They lend a huge contribution to our team, things like that are going to cause their friends to reach out to them again. So remember, again, if you're working on the public side, that means anybody's eyeballs can see this, including all of their friends. Just keep it kind of generic, and when you make it specific to your company, as well as I do that people go, oh, not interested. Case in point, interestingly enough, my daughter, who is a millennial, and her husband and their kids are staying with us here for a few days, and she stumbled across this social media presentation on my computer. And she commented to me and she said, Mom, look, if I want to buy your makeup, I will come find you. I know you sell makeup. If I want to buy your energy drink, I know you sell your energy drink. I'll come find you. I'm so tired of people posting about their vitamin, their weight loss product, their energy drink, their legal services, their phone cards. Look, you're my friend on Facebook. I know what you do. And if I'm interested, I will come find you. And I thought it was really interesting. She hadn't taken this class. She's active on social media, but she's not building any business using social media skills or a platform. So I thought it was interesting that the same exact advice that we're giving here in this class, she was commenting about too. So really it just makes it's more evidence for our case that if on the public side of things you are so specific, you are scaring more people away than you're attracting. If someone else is having success, show that you guys are having fun together. Show you're working together with pictures and comments, tagging them in there, because the whole idea is that we want to plant seeds that their friends and your friends want to say, hey, maybe I could work with that person. I like having fun. Maybe I could have some fun with that person too. And then you are creating enough interest and curiosity that your teammates are having their friends reach out to them. So because you're new people, you have to teach this strategy and kind of pull them along as they go through their learning curve. But this is a powerful way that you can do it on their behalf and speed up their learning curve, speed up the number of people who are following them, and help them turn those people into prospects and convert them into associates. So tell a lot of stories too on the public side. I met Miss Mary online. I met her through the Facebook, the social media platform that you're looking at right now. And who would have thought that just 2 months later, they would be able to get their new car or upgrade their apartment or go on this vacation with their kids or bring a spouse home or something like that. And so, tell really curiosity-driven stories, tagging them on their wall too. So as well, really think about how could you recognize and edify your lifestyle as a seasoned Asea associate and your relationship with the people on their team. Because, to really brag about the people on your team, they're not going to brag about it themselves. They're not going to brag about themselves. But if you post on your wall and tag them, and it's something that's truthful, but just so nice and awesome about who they are as a person, then it's easy for them to share your post to their wall, because it's not them bragging about them, it's you saying something nice about them. So just as a recap on the public side, so again, this is where all their friends, all your friends can see what everybody's talking about. Use that to recognize your people, edify them, congratulate them, and inspire them. And remember, people are watching, whether you know they're there or not, whether you like it that they're there or not, whether you believe it or not. People who never like and never comment are there watching you. So you want to know that, wow, we are having fun. That looks like fun. They're working together as a team. What does that mean? Maybe I could do it. How could I get in? And so you're generating interest for people on your team on the public side. So here's, again, just an example of things that really don't work. And so we talk a lot about the flip side in this course. So, currently what we've been doing, especially on Dream, Struggle, Victory, is, and I'm the biggest culprit. And so if I'm pointing my finger at you, remember I got 3 other fingers pointing back at me here. But what we've been doing is saying, congratulations to Miss Mary for going Director 300. She's making a living while making a difference in Asea. And our friends are thinking, oh, go network marketing, right? And so the people inside our company are feeling good about that. We think that we're making Miss Mary feel good, but the people who are watching don't feel any sense of curiosity or sense of wanting to learn more. So remember, that's just kind of the flip side of how not to do it. But I'm going to take you inside how to do it better, and I'm going to start doing a better job of it on Dream, Struggle, Victory too. And I'm going to tell you all about Dream, Struggle, Victory here. So the private side of things is where you create private groups and private pages. And again, this isn't a privacy setting on your Facebook page. You actually go over on the left and click on create a page or create a group. And Dream, Struggle, Victory, Cheer Your Team Here is a Facebook group, a secret Facebook group, believe it or not. It has over 5,000 people in the secret group because we approve everyone in the group, anyone who requests to join the group. And you can go in there and invite your team to join the group. You can add people to the group, and we just approve everyone. And so It is a private group. And let's talk now about some of the things to do inside that private group. As an aside here, if you want to create your own private group for your people, that's okay too. I would strongly recommend, because of the synergy that's in Dream Struggle Victory, that you make that a top priority. Has nothing to do with my ego or anybody else's ego in there. It's just that it's a super dynamic group. It's super active, and new people are getting questions answered and learning things even without any of you or us talking to them. And so it's a great place to do some of this private recognition of your team as well. But feel free that if you are trying to create a more of a team identity among your team, that you can create your own private group or page as well. And so what you do inside of this group, one of the change-ups I'd like to see us make is to begin to tell more success stories and tagging our team inside of here as well. But letting those 5,000 people know, plus the people you're adding, anytime you hear an inspiring story or testimony, when people overcome obstacles to get to an event or to buy their product or to rank events or to build this business, that's a super inspiring story that helps build belief in other people. If they can do it, I can do it too. And this really edifies our team inside of a private group when we just really, no holds barred, except for product claim holds, of course. But this is where you can talk all about anything that you've kind of reserved yourself from talking about on the public side. Name ranks, name the company, name the products, and things like that, because only the people inside of the group are going to be able to see these stories. You can feature different people on your team and brag about them. And you can tell stories about Asea and our company. You can tell the Genesis story. You can tell, any kind of, if you go to a corporate event and you see or hear a story. For example, Karen Riley, as she did the regional tours throughout the spring, did this amazing graphical analogy of perspective. And as she walked around the room talking about how our perspectives can get skewed, she was putting on different people's glasses, one on top of each other as she walked around the room. She was just taking people's glasses off their face and putting them on top. And she was walking around the room with maybe 5 or 6 pair of glasses on. And she could hardly see where she was going. Her perspective was so skewed, but she used it to make an amazing point. And, posting her picture and telling the story about that is really powerful to do inside one of your team pages. You can talk about, like I said, our product experiences. Just make sure you're staying within Asea's policies and procedures. If you run across a neat story of how someone got a customer, talk about that story inside of your group pages. The other great thing that these pages, especially Dream Struggle Victory, is super good for is communicating info. Like we talked about, if you're not texting or social media, if that's a word, your updates and your information, you're missing a whole lot of people. So train your people to go to the group page every day and check it every day that they're on social media. And if you are using social media to build your business, make sure you're going to the group page every day and checking it. And it only takes a few seconds to skim through there and see if there's anything new, any new updates, any comments you want to make. If you have a new question, you can get it answered there. If you learn of a new validation of our product or or science or technology, here's a great place to put it. So communicating info. So we started this course 2 weeks ago. This is the 5th and final class with asking this question. This was the very first slide we asked is, what do we do inside of Asea? And we determined, well, we personally sell products, we grow and expand our network, and we teach our team to do the same. And then we said that we're going to show you how to do all of this and more using social media. And so that's what we've done over the last 5 weeks, or 5 classes in 2 weeks. So congratulations, you guys have made it through. You've made it to the end. And, you know, we've had so many people who are viewing this on Facebook and on social media. And so, again, we are posting this up in the, we've had a lot of folks here at my house on our internet. And this isn't an excuse, it's just an apology that I have not posted this yet on my YouTube channel or in the files section of Dream, Struggle, Victory because of just internet overload right now. But it will be up there very soon. And so you'll be able to drive your team to my YouTube channel, which is, once you get there, you just search Tammy Gates. And there's an Asea category, and in the Asea category will be these 5 classes. Again, later on this summer, we are going to offer this same course again. So I would just invite you guys to spend the next 6 weeks or so just really bringing it home on social media so we can start the next course off with a bang with lots of stories and testimonials. I'm especially interested in hearing stories of how you've attracted new people, how you've converted them to a prospect, and then successfully into a customer or an associate. So as we wrap it up here, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and we would just love to hear some shout outs from you guys about what you've been doing and some stories and testimonies with what's working for you with social media. And so you can just unmute yourself one by one and let's hear.
Tammy, it's Sylvie.
Hi, Sylvie.
How are you?
Good.
Listen, I find a way very interesting. You know, we use Facebook here. In Europe, they use Skype as a private communication between each other. And I never thought of it, but you can invite people to join your Skype and they're exchanging information. It's like they're having a conversation between each other 24/7.
Okay. Great.
And for me, it's amazing because I can send them an information when they're all sleeping with document, and by the time they wake up, it's responding, it's sending out, and they have a testimony one and one for the team.
Okay, that's great tip. Really great tip.
I never thought of it, but it's an easy way. It's actually faster than email.
Right. Good to know. Thank you. Who else?
For a couple of tier 2 countries that we're working in, it's we're doing something similar, but we're using WhatsApp.
Okay, right. Yes, WhatsApp is really popular in outside of the US.
Yeah.
I know that oftentimes anymore, as I'm out and about meeting people, meeting prospects and things like that, I'll just ask people, hey, are you on Facebook? And 99% of the time they say yes. And so even without exchanging a business card, you can become Facebook friends, and it's like exchanging a business card, only now you have much more power. And so you guys should try that as a tip as well.
I have one, Tammy. Today I signed up a former colleague and friend who I've been sending information on Asea for over 2 years. And during that time, 3 times she asked me for enrollment forms, which I sent her, and she never did anything with them. And yesterday I shared Dr. Silverman's tip of the week, and instantly she messaged me and said, okay, I'm ready. And I went this morning and signed her up, and I said, well, what do you want to do? And she said, oh, I want to do the business part.
That's awesome, Paula. I'm going to tell Dr. David that. He'll be really inspired. His tip of the week is just another great, you're right, just to, you know, curate that and toss it off on social media. That's great. Good, good, good.
Tammy?
Yes, hi.
Hi, I went to my naturopathic doctor last week in Missoula for my annual appointment with my thyroid, and he looked at my lab results and said they were just outstanding, that they're better than his. I turned 70 last November, and he turned 70 in April, and so I said, well, you need Asea. I've been telling him that each year for the past 3 years, so finally he agreed and signed up.
Oh, congratulations.
Exciting.
Yeah, persistence.
Yeah, I've invited him to several things in Missoula in the past 3 years, but you know, it just takes time to do the drip marketing and so forth.
Yeah. Well, that's comforting and inspiring, because I think we're all dripping on people. So thanks, Judy.
Thank you.
Tammy, Dave Key.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, thanks again for this class. I love it. I'd like to reinforce something I've said before, where I'm trying to recreate my persona, and I've pledged to myself to post relevant things and not be so random and more focused with the 5 items that I create, well, I'll call it, for my persona, and I thank you for that, and I'm doing a much better job, and hopefully that will create the followers I desire, and maybe not some of the ones I don't want.
Yeah, that's good. I saw your pictures of the social media promotion that Asea is running. So you guys go back to your email if you're not sure about this. But if you hashtag a specific hashtag with a picture of Asea in front of a local or national or historic landmark or monument, you are in the running for some prizes. So Dave and Vicki Key have posted some really great pictures using that. And really, the whole intent is to build the brand, right? Build Asea's brand among your followers.
Sure, and if they don't know, the rules for the contest are in Asea's corporate page, and the hashtags to be hashtag Asea pick and play. Pick and play, not the word and or anything. Pick and play. Asea pick and play is the hashtag.
Great, that's awesome. I'll put it in the chat.
And if they want to see the other posts, they can just up in the search bar of Facebook, put hashtag Asea pick and play, and they'll see the other people that have already posted in the contest.
Good, good.
Tammy, if I may.
Hi, yes.
Hi, Tammy. Thanks again for these classes. They've been brilliant, and I'm starting to implement some of these strategies. Just one little question. With the posts that are available on the various websites, the pages in Facebook, the Dream Struggle Victory page, what are the guidelines for reposting and sharing?
Well, unfortunately, you can't actually share. There is no share button option in a group page, but you can copy and paste. And if you click on a picture, you can download it to your computer and then kind of make it your own. And so, the Dream Struggle Victory group doesn't have a policy against doing any of that. I think it's just kind of neighborly to, if someone posts something and And, Ed Wyn's he has a great phrase. He says, everything in life is copyrighted. So if you're going to copy it right. But I think it's neighborly to kind of reach out and say, hey, what a great post. I stole it.
Thanks. Thank you.
This is Bobby in Spokane. And your classes have been fantastic. I take a picture of anything I can. But what it has done for me is to push me into really getting into using Facebook. And it's been a huge learning curve for me. And Dave and Vicki Key, I have all the patience in the world, and I probably push them too. So I just thank you so much to get me started on this. And I'm actually going to take a class next week on that very thing, Facebooking. So
okay. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Bobby. That's great. Well, I'll let you guys go for the night, and we will. I'll keep you posted on Dream, Struggle, Victory about the next class, and this recording will be up there shortly. So you guys have a great evening, and we will see you on the Asea Highway. Bye-bye.
Tammy?
Yes.
Thanks, Tammy.
Are all your classes on Dream, Struggle, Victory at this point, once this gets up?
Yeah, the problem is you have to keep scrolling down unless someone comments and bumps it up. What I'm trying to do is to post them all in the files section. So up on the top, you can click on files.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, files. So that's where I'm trying to post them.
Actually, if you record them, put them all under videos there, Tammy, they click on your videos and they'll all come up.
Oh, thank you. Okay, there you go.
Did you have a diamond run call?
We merged them.
Merged them, okay.
Merged them. Yeah. So, Mikhail, do you have your hand up? Do you have a question? Hi.
Hello everybody, and Tammy.
Hi, Misha.
I'm great. Not to take too much of your time on the call because you were just wrapping up, but I wanted to mention that first of all, thank you for all your classes. It's really tremendous. Thanks a lot. And I wanted to mention to people that there are quite a few softwares available to speed up your efforts and magnify your efforts on social media. And I urge people not to forget all other platforms outside of Facebook as well. And one of the things that perhaps I can share with folks is the software that was just developed by some of my buddies and was launched that allows people to post their content on 8 social media platforms simultaneously.
Wow.
So it's really, just magnified by 8. I know that many people, don't have or don't care about our other networks such as Pinterest or even Google Plus, which is an incredible platform to spread the news because Google treat their own platform obviously with much more favor in terms of news and the stuff that people post in it, in terms of rankings, etc. So if you'd like actually not to sort of pollute the airways, but you folks see my name there, and you can friend me on Facebook as well, and I can share with you links to that software. You can go through it. It's not free, but in terms of value that it adds to all our efforts on social media is pretty remarkable.
Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you, Mishi.
Sure, my pleasure.
So I'm going to wrap it up for everyone, but again, it's been a great pleasure, and you guys have a great night. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.